Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Ounce of Wisdom. I'm Ben Blankenship, owner of Accio Business Coaching and Advising. And today I'm joined by my co-host, Kelly Fry. Hey Kelly.
Hey, Ben. I'm excited for today. We are going to be joined by Alonzo Cudd, who is a 30-year veteran in restaurant marketing, spending the last decade shaping the Chipotle brand, and Cijoy Olickal, whose background spans 3 decades in the tech development and transformation world in the restaurant industry as well, including time as CIO of Red Lobster. And together, the two are behind GM Pilot, a tool designed to take the complexity out of restaurant management by connecting the dots between systems and helping GMs focus on what really matters, running the business and making a profit.
That's awesome. Well, as you've already mentioned, Cijoy and Zoe, they're pros in the restaurant industry, and they have a lot of experience assessing and finding the right product market fit. And I'm looking forward to hearing their insights about how to solve real world problems on the ground level with the operators in the restaurant industry. And so with that, let's dig in.
Let's do it.
So Joy and Zoe, welcome to Ounce of Wisdom. We're so glad to have you with us today.
Thanks for being here, guys.
So great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yep. Happy to be here. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So today we're going to explore the concept of product market fit. And you guys are both veterans in the restaurant industry with really impressive backgrounds in marketing and IT. And you've recently launched a new support service for the industry. It's called GM Pilot. And what I'd really like you to share with us, our listeners and our viewers, are your experiences and lessons learned, your ounces of wisdom regarding your journey finding the right product market fit.
So the journey to finding product market fit was having lots of conversations with people that I thought were relevant, that would get it. And then eventually, when I got the story right, the CFO on the other side of that conversation was like, take my money and do this right now because we need it so badly. So that was okay, now someone's actually trying to shove money in my hand to make it happen. So that was my first aha. Okay, I think we got it.
That's about as good as it gets, right?
We were lucky that we're looking at a service that's in the industry that we work in. So, if I were giving any ounces of wisdom, I would say, starting with the industry you're in, or find some work in the industry that you're trying to serve. So you have not just some knowledge, but some resources. We iterated quite a bit from what the original idea for GM Pilot was, and it actually ended up being such a better service. And I think provided more value, not just for our clients, but for us.
You guys want to describe what GM Pilot is? And then I have a few more follow-up questions.
GM Pilot is it's a super intelligent automation service that automates the restaurant's back office. And the focus right now is automating restaurants' back office labor management system. So this is their labor schedulers. There's a lot of very powerful platforms out there, but they're very reliant on users that just don't have a lot of experience using those types of platforms. And so GM Pilot replaces those tasks and does them consistently and at a high level every time.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be very beneficial. Myself also coming from the restaurant industry, I can imagine how powerful that would be. Zoe, you mentioned something that is truly an ounce of wisdom, and that is so often we've probably run across scenarios where there's a product being developed, but there is a lack of awareness of really what the users need. So there's an assumption made that it had this really cool idea, and people are just going to love it, right? And the developer has not taken the time, whether it's a piece of software or a system or a service, right? They haven't taken the time to really understand their target market. You guys have anything else to share? Like, even though you guys are already pros at this, like, how did you really kind of do some A/B testing to kind of really understand the sweet spot for your services?
For us, it's like Zoe said, we started off with this particular idea, And at the same time, we were taking advice from our expert, other industry experts, as well as our customers. And our customer really wanted us to do something that we thought was extremely hard. And we didn't think that there was going to be of much value to them. And we were kind of hesitant to do it. But again, two people telling us the same thing. We decided, okay, let's try this. Let's do the work. Did the work, turned out to be really fruitful. Ended up becoming kind of our entrance point into the conversation with why GM Pilot can take over running back office systems. So again, it's we were stubborn because we thought we had already solved the most important thing, but found out there was actually even a first most important thing to solve first. So that's how we ended up following that path and letting our customer kind of guide us into where we need to build capabilities.
What was your next move after having that first paying client, right? Because now you need to scale. You're not going to survive off of one client, right? So kind of continuing that product market fit, how did you continue to explore to figure out that you had something that had mass appeal, not just for one client, say?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest steps forward after that first client, or we knew we had a paying client coming, was to share the idea with a broader audience and really put ourselves out there and see if who our competitors were, if we had direct competitors, if what we were doing was going to be just another one of millions or one of dozens of other offerings out there. And so we went to a conference and we just started talking to people. Again, it was within our network, and we knew what our resources were in terms of in the restaurant industry, but really making sure that your idea is, look, it's hard to come up with a unique idea, but certainly one that there's an available market. I mean, one, like you said, one client, okay, maybe you get lucky, but is there a larger market available to us, or is it already being well served, and are we just going to kind of be beating our heads against the wall in about 3 months after we've spent a ton of money on something that's already in existence to a great deal? But we were lucky, and we went to that conference, shopped around, and realized that we had a really great available market to us, and there was a lot of excitement about what we were doing, and so we knew it was something we could continue to pursue. And then it really became finding more people that were willing to take that first step with us.
I love it. So 2 big nuggets of wisdom. One is thoroughly understand your target market, right? And then the second one is understanding your competitive landscape, because maybe you do have a great product, you do understand your target. However, the problem's already been solved by perhaps dozens of other organizations, to which maybe it's not worth the investment of time and effort, right? But wow, thank you both so much. Great wisdom drop today. And such a pleasure visiting with you guys. And I look forward to our paths crossing again very soon. You guys take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today for Ounce of Wisdom. We are so grateful to our experts and hope that this episode has been helpful to you. We'll be covering a variety of topics through our channel, so please take a minute to look around, like, share, and subscribe. Is there a topic you would like us to cover? Please comment below or reach out. Do you need help identifying pain points in your business? Check out our resources at www.acuo-bc.com. The link will also be provided below. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again on another episode of Ounce of Wisdom.